I thought our guys were excited to be out there, looking forward to the physical part of it. It was a very physical practice. It was good for our coaches, to evaluate our guys and where they're at. The guys have improved, especially the young guys, older guys, making sure they improve. But overall, I was pleased with our attitude, not just really today, but the two previous practices too. I really feel like our guys want to practice. I feel like they want to get better. And they got the right attitude, to get better. So overall, I thought it was a solid first week.
What are you expecting out of Carl Lawson now that's his second year?
Yeah, we have high expectations for Carl coming off the season that he had. You can just tell he's a lot more confident out there, and trying to lead by example.
Gus, what do you see out of the quarterbacks today?
I thought all three of them did some good things at times. I think they've all had good weeks, not just today, but you can tell they're more comfortable, and they should be. And we're farther ahead than obviously we were at this time last year, but it was a solid week, I think, for our quarterbacks.
How different does Nick look back on the practice field now, having a season under his belt?
Yeah, it's just the way he's carrying himself. You can tell he's getting more comfortable. The game's a lot slower for him, I'd say. He had a solid first week.
Do you have any plans to go live in the spring?
What's that?
Do you have any plans to go live in the spring?
With the quarterbacks?
Yeah.
No. Hopefully that was a one-time deal.
You said earlier this week how people don't realize how hard it is to be quarterback in this system and do the whole thing. Can you elaborate that on that a little bit?
Yeah, just from the standpoint that with what we ask our quarterback to do, if you got out on the field and just as far as the sideline communication, everything goes with that. And all the verbal, nonverbal communication, and then you recognize the defense, and then you just snap the ball and you got to adjust to what they're giving you. And there's just a whole lot to it. As a matter of fact, before the snap, that's a challenge.
You guys look at the competition of punt returning. Obviously, lose a big piece of Chris Davis. Who are you looking at? What are you looking for?
I think Coach had about 8 to 10 guys this week. Rotating guys. It's hard to single anybody out right now. I can probably be a little more specific this time next week that we'll get a chance to see some guys return some in a live setting. Right now they're just catching, on air, all that.
Last year, first week of practice, if I remember right, you were sort of teaching the guys how to practice and what you guys were looking for in templates. Are you way ahead of
I like where we're at as a whole group. Their approach to practice, the way they respond to coaches, the effort and the focus. We still need to improve. We're never going to be satisfied, but that's probably been the thing I've been most pleased with is our guys are understanding how to practice as a whole.
Who are the first guys out there, running back and left tackle today?
I tell you what, today they're kind of switching off from day to day. I believe today is Pat's day. They switch off every day, and I believe Corey Grant was the first one, the running backs, but they're switching off every day. And, the thing about it, especially the veteran guys and some of the young guys, we're going to rotate them in with the orange to get a good feel and how they react, and just give everybody a fair chance too. So there'll be a lot of rotation with that first group throughout spring, and hopefully we'll have a few more things defined later in spring, with that group.
Yes, what have you seen out of Dakia Williams so far?
I tell you what, he's off to a good start as far as his ability to learn and effort and everything that Coach Craig and Coach Lasser asked him to do, and he's made some very good one-on-one plays too.
What about a guy like Derek Moncrief? Sounds like he's getting some first team.
Yeah, he's rotating in there with the first group, and he's a long, athletic guy. I've been impressed with his attitude. He's wanting to be coached, and he's wanting to play with effort. So it'll just be a matter of him getting more and more comfortable.
You said you've done a lot of mixing and matching of positions. What do you see from kind of the positional standpoint from there, like Moncrief and some of those guys at safety?
Well, he's one of the guys that have rotated, with the orange group on defense. It's hard to be any more specific than that. Unless you get more specific.
Guys, talk about Peyton Barber. You had a chance to see a little bit of him last fall.
Yeah, you know, Peyton is a guy that we're really gonna give a good look to this spring. He's a very good runner when you give him the ball. The thing that Coach Ford's working with him on is, you know, the protections and playing without the ball and the routes and the checkdowns and all that. And he's very strong when he has the ball in his hands.
How much does it help a guy like him where he was a scout team guy last season? And he
Yeah.
was getting hit around, sure quite a bit.
Yeah, you know, being a scout team guy, you learn a lot. You know, those are situations that usually make or break a lot of guys that are young. They either get tough and fight through it, or they go the other way. But Peyton was a very, I'm not gonna say a pleasant surprise, but we really got some great response from the scout team coaches and the defense, the way that he showed toughness and durability and everything. It's a tough spot. You know, scout team running back during the season is not a popular thing to do for an average person, but he's a tough guy, and like I said, he's gonna get an opportunity to show what he can do. And, he's a good person. I think he wants to be good, and I think he wants to be coached.
Gabe Wright lost 12